In this video, I'm going to let you in on a secret that you can buy the Sony PlayStation 5 from Amazon at 6 a.m. on November 19th Eastern Time, US. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel where I give you the secrets to get the console that you want. So we're going to go through the sales from PS5 Direct or PlayStation Direct and PC Richards. But the big thing is that you don't want to miss out on the worldwide launch day from the Amazon stores in Europe that will ship to the United States. We'll also talk about the sale from and online for the Xbox Series X and how you can walk into Walmart and snag a Xbox Series S. And we'll preview the Thanksgiving week sales by Best Buy, Walmart, GameStop, Myers, and Kohl's. Okay, so it's a little known fact that I'm an author of multiple books, which are not very well read. And one thing I know about Amazon is that I get royalties from all these different Amazons. And one of the things I've been following from sale at PS5 sales is that these European Amazons you're able to order from them if you're in the United States, and I assume the same is true of Canada. You check it out, but they will ship to the US, probably Canada too. And the other little known fact that if you're in the US, you may have only thought about the November 12th launch date for the PS5, but the PS5 is it's actually has two launch dates. November 12th for North America, Japan, New Zealand, and Australia, and then it has a launch date for the rest of the world, which is November 19th. And the US is actually behind the rest of the world in terms of time zones. And Robert Serrano at Geronimo73 confirms that Amazon EU, all those different ones, which are DE, which is Germany, España, etc., they are going live at 1 p.m. local time, which is Central European summertime, which is 7 hours ahead of the East Coast time in the United States. So that translates into 6 a.m. Eastern time in the United States. So you could buy from Amazon on launch day at 6 a.m. Eastern time, USA time. Now, of course, there's an issue that the price is in euros, so that means they have the same price in euros as they do in dollars, and so you're going to have to pay essentially $600 plus shipping. And it's going to ship from Europe, so it's going to take longer. There may be some hassles associated with it. But I think this is a really good strategy. So I'm going to show you a poll and said that, our ratio of 7 to 1, the people that are following me for the PS5, right? Not the Xbox Series X. And I also showed you other polls where most of the Xbox Series X buyers got their console on launch day, and most of the people that wanted the PS5 on launch day didn't get it. And there were a lot of people that stayed up all night, tried every sale on launch day in the United States, and they still came up empty. And I'm going to talk about people that got the PS5 today, but I think you should think seriously, as opposed to spending all your time trying to get a PS5, following me and Wario64 and everybody else with all notifications, doing that versus just ordering from Amazon their EU stores, not their US store, not Amazon.com. You need to be logged into these different Amazon stores. So let's see if we can give you this. The Amazon 8.at, which is Austria, Amazon.cz, which is the Czech Republic, Amazon.eu, which is the European Union, Amazon.fr, Amazon.de, Amazon.it, and Amazon.nl, and Amazon.pl. So France, Germany, DE is Germany, IT is Italy, NL is Netherlands, PL is Poland, and there's also ES, which is Spain. And, I have confirmed that people from Spain, Americans have gotten consoles from Spain, France, Italy, I think even Netherlands. So all those places will ship to the United States. And it's going to be less expensive than definitely paying a scalper. And it's also maybe a better deal than also paying for a expensive bundle with things in it that you don't want, right? Now, is it going to be as good as, getting it from PlayStation Direct? No, it's not going to be as good. But if you're coming up empty on all these things and you're getting really frustrated, putting in a little work to log in to Amazon France or Italy or Spain, and then paying a little bit more and getting it shipped to you, that might be better than doing this for the rest of your life, searching for a PlayStation 5 console. It's just an idea. Okay, so we'll talk about the sales that went on today. So before we got confirmation of the time for the Amazon European launch day stock, which is launch day in Europe, we got the PlayStation Direct came up. So we got that notification last week that said they were going to go up on the 14th, but I think it was mostly because it was the weekend, and also because people were using the escape key trick, and so they've patched the escape key trick, and just tons and tons, well over a dozen people tagged me in pictures and stuff. I only tweeted about, some of them, but I want to thank the person who notified me that the queue was going live. That was about 10 hours ago. That was, here we go, getting closer to there. Yeah, it was Sammy Keeter, at Sammy Keeter, who let me know that the queue was gone live, right? And so I tweeted that out right away. That was at about 10 hours ago, so that's 10 a.m. Eastern time. And, I got in the queue right away. It said it was over an hour for a long time. I eventually did get out of the queue, but the escape trick, you couldn't hit the escape trick. Before you could see the website load up, and if you hit escape at the right time and you'd get in, you would never see the website load up this time. And I tried it, a dozen times. It did not work for me, and I don't know anybody else that worked for them. But obviously, with PlayStation Direct, number one, they have really fast shipping, and number two, it's really easy to check out if you get out of the queue in time, compared to some of these other sites, because they have the queue, so it's not going to be, the website won't be overrun. Now, you're going to be in, you got 10 minutes, I think, and they'll actually renew the 10 minutes if you keep on hitting their number. You should have your PlayStation Direct number in while today, before they set up the next queue, if they have another queue. Maybe today was the last day, I don't know. But if they do, you want to have your number in your PlayStation number in before they start the queue system, and you also want to probably see if you can set up payment information for them, right? And just Google that. You can do the trick where you put something in your cart and that'll put the payment information in. That's another alternative. And then just not check out with that thing until you get the console. So tons. So I eventually got out. The time was over an hour, and then it went to like 30 minutes, and then it went to 12. It went really quick once it started going down, and then I got in, and you had to sign in to buy, so you needed that PlayStation number, right? That's a picture I took. So I kind of putzed around. All I had to do was like click on the little icon in the right corner to do that because I was already signed in. But because I delayed, then only the disc version was available. But a lot of my followers got the digital version, which sold out right first. So if you're feeling risk averse, you should buy the disc version because it's going to sell out more easily. But then tons of people got the PlayStation from PlayStation Direct, right? So they've had sales on... They had multiple sales on launch day, November 12th. They had, I think, a couple sales on November 13th, and they had one sale on November 14th. So there was no second chance on November 14th. I was waiting for a second chance. I did not see it come out. The queue started before the stock came online, so I kind of got out of the queue just as the stock came online. Right. Looks like I got out of the queue before I retweeted the Wario thing. So, maybe. I did not check out on purpose. So today, continue to refresh did not make a difference. And then... I have this poll here, right, and so 76% of people want the PS5 on my feed. Only 7% just want the Xbox, and 4% want both. So even if you put in both, then there's still, 7-1, but maybe it's closer to 10-1. Want the PS5, and I think that's not just a function of how much people like the PS5. It's a function of that it was just a lot easier to get the Xbox, right? So over half the folks have gotten the Xbox. And then, so Jake had, said in his video, shout out to Jake Randall, that he had a source that said that they're going to try to sell their Black Friday stock on the 27th before the stores open, right? So the latest the stores open is 6 a.m. Central Time, but the earliest I think is 6 a.m. Eastern Time. So probably it's going to sell out their stock before the stores open. So anytime between 12 Eastern Time and 6 a.m. Central Time, I think, is possible based on his sourcing. It's not my sourcing, so I don't know how reliable it is. I did see his memo, and I thought his memo was very persuasive. But it only persuaded me that they're going to sell. They're going to sell online orders at Meijer, which is a regional grocery store, for in-store pickup. They're only going to sell those for the PS5 between the 25th, 26th, or 27th. But I suspect he's probably right that it'll be the 27th, but I'm not 100% certain. And then we were surprised by PC Richard and Son. I want to tell you who. I think it was Stan Liu 22161305 that notified me of this. So initially, when you go to PC Richards and Sons, it shows out of stock, but you have to either it has to either recognize that you're in their area, which is the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, or Philly, or you have to put in a zip code like that, and then they'll ship it to you in that zip code. And they had 3 bundles. One was I was able to cart the Sackboy bundle here, but and what is that? 12 p.m. 12:24 p.m. Central Time, so about 1:24 Eastern Time. And then all my other followers, or a lot of my other followers, were able to buy Sackboy. They bought the Spider-Man bundle. They all had an extra controller and then a game. But a lot of people were frustrated. They initially came up empty, and they initially saw sold out until you got up there. But so many people got purchased from PC Richard and Son. There was also a Demon Souls bundle, I think, that people got. And then soon after that, Ant Online went up, and I did not jump on that notification right away, but still, some of my followers were able to get the Xbox Series X $800 bundle with an extra controller, and I think it was like 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate. And so, good for them. They were on it. So I was warning them in advance, but I didn't get them the notification as fast as I would have liked to. And then I want to talk about this whole Walmart thing. Well, first, B&H also had a stock alert, and B&H's their webpage for the PS5 went down with that. I don't think anybody bought from them. I have no confirmation of that, so I think it was just a false alarm. And then the Walmart thing. So we've been getting these. People have been using this app, BrickSeek. So here it is, brickseek.com. It's not an app; it's a website, and that tracks Walmart. And if Walmart has a lot of stock, they'll say 6+ or more of the consoles, right? So that's their 6+ is the maximum they'll show. And then here they've got. I'm looking up the Series S. So there was one person who said they got a Walmart PS5 walk-in, and then were several people that said they got this Xbox Series S walk-in. And I think if you look at the Black Friday ad, you will find that it says online only, right? And it only shows you the picture of the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. So I think Walmart is doing in-store inventory for pickup. You have to order it online for the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. But for the Xbox Series S, I don't think that falls under that mandate. And it's possible, especially if you find a BrickSeek that says, well, there may be limited availability, or there may be a lot of stock in your store, that you could just walk in this week, tomorrow. I wouldn't camp out or anything. I would just walk in, during the day, and see if it's there, if it's still showing. I don't think anybody's going to camp out for the S. So it's that's definitely a possibility for the S, that you can snag one this week, and then next week, of course, we have the Walmart sale on the 25th. We have the Best Buy sale on the 22nd. We don't know the time for the Best Buy sale. We know the time for Walmart. That's 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You order online. Best Buy will be online. And then you've got the GameStop, right, which is Go. In store, 7 a.m. Probably a queuing situation. They'll have at least 2 PS5s, 2 Xbox Series X's per store. And then we've got Meijer, which seems like they're going to have the online orders, but you're going to have to pick up in store, so it's going to be kind of regional. They may limit it to within X number of miles from the store. I don't know. You should check out their website if you're really interested in ordering from Meijer and driving a long ways to pick up a PS5. But that'll be for the PS5 only. And then Kohl's, we just really don't know what Kohl's is up to, but we think they're going to put up their Xbox and PS5 stock on Thanksgiving week. I'm Linus Wilson. Subscribe.